So I'm going to do a quick little video on this Toyota Tacoma that just came in. It's a 2024. It's the TRD off-road package on it. Lots of nice features on it. As we're doing a kind of a walk around, I'll try to point out some of the highlights. A couple things. Across the front, you got the more aggressive tires. These are BFGs, so they're going to be good if you're driving off-road. Lots of gravel and mud. Across the front, we got some fog lights built in. Even has a little plug in here for your block heater. So you got your little block heater cord. It hooks right into there. It takes a special cord. It's behind the seats there in the cab. We'll take a look at that when we get inside. It's got the front cameras. Lots of cameras actually all the way around. There's one up here in the bumper. Right in here you can kind of see up in the, actually I guess it's in the grill. So if you're going over rocks and stuff on your 4x4, you can kind of see what's going on underneath your truck. There was also some here on the mirrors as well. Kind of see them tucked up in here. So there's lots of cameras you kind of see all the way around when you're out driving and climbing over stumps and sticks and stuff like that. Not that too many people take trucks like this out and do that, but I guess the point is you could if you wanted to. Nice big disc brakes on the front. It has the step back flaps on there. You kind of see those have been added after the fact. They kind of kick back a little bit. This gives the tires a little bit more room to turn. Nice side steps on there as well. They're kind of a dual purpose. You're going to find those are going to make it a little bit easier to get into the truck because it's fairly high up. The other thing that's nice about them is it helps keep the rock crash down when you're driving off-road. The rocks kind of ping off those running boards before they hit the paint. Inside, we got the leather seats. Nice and comfortable that way. They're power operated. They got a power recline. They got a lumbar support for the passenger as well as the driver. Up here, you got a little storage. You got a decent sized glove box in there for throwing extras, odds and ends. All-weather floor mats. They fit properly. They're the right kind, so they get the little tabs that lock them in place. Lots of storage in the doors as well. There's lots of back pockets and tidy little areas to kind of stick stuff. In the back seat, now leather back here as well. It's a bench. Because this is the smaller truck, I mean, depending how tall you're on the front, I guess it'll depend on how much room is in the back. But if you got little kids or something, you'd be more than adequate enough room for space there. Going to the back of the vehicle, you can kind of see it's got the kickback flaps on the back as well. On the rear, it's got the hitch built right into the bottom there, so if you want to pull a little trailer, you can. It also has all your wiring there, so if you do have to have electric brakes, you can hook those up and put the electric brake in on the cab. You probably have to add that after the fact. More cameras. It's got a little light here too, so you can see what you're doing when you're back here pedaling around. Opening the tailgate. It's got kind of a hard plasticky liner type stuff. Maybe it's metal with a spray and bed liner. I'm not exactly sure what it's made of. It's more plasticky than metal. This has got a little cap here. These open up. Inside here there's a little storage area. You can kind of throw some odds and ends, which is kind of handy. If you got like tie-down hooks or who knows, whatever else you might need. And then you've also got a little storage area underneath this one too. Nice tonneau cover on there to help keep everything covered up so it doesn't get all covered in dirt, dust, and grime and stuff like that. The other nice thing too is if you do like a big shop and stuff like that, it keeps it from getting wet on the way home. Down the sides, take a look in the back here, point on a couple more things. Give you a shot of the door trim. In the back, you can see it's got the sliding rear window with the rear defrost built right into it. On the front, same thing we looked at on the driver or the passenger seat with the power seat options. Also has the power sunroof to open and close. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors, all your buttons for that right here. Here's some cool switches. You got some auxiliary upfitter switches, so if you decided to add some lights, you could. There'll be, I imagine it's the same as our system. There'll be a feed through the firewall, so you can hook up extra lights and stuff to them, and then without having to drill holes in your firewall and drilling doors on your holes in your dash and stuff to activate them. So this makes it handy if you want to add like extra light bars and that sort of stuff. You got your how you want your dome lights to work. Do you want them to work off your doors or just stay off all the time? Dash brightness, pop your fuel door from hitting that button. Inside, we've got, all right, turn this down here a little bit. Got the heat cranked. Didn't need to quite do that. It's a little toasty in here. All right, let's turn that down. Let's sync. There we go. Okay, so on the dash, we got a nice big tack, nice big speedometer, so it's easy to see what you're doing. Lots of different screens, too, that you can activate here by scrolling through them. So you can change the layouts and that sort of stuff if you want to. Just get out of that screen so you can kind of see some of the things that you can do. So you can kind of scroll through them and change the layouts and change the things like sorry, skip past that one there. Had like a little off-road screen there, tell you your pitch and angles, that kind of stuff. Lots of neat little stuff that a person can sit in there and play with. Volume controls are over here for your stereo. On this side, we've got our cruise control. It has an adaptive cruise control as well, so you can set the distance between you and the people in front of you, and it'll just maintain that distance when you're cruising down the highway. It's got a massive touch screen here, just huge. So this is just your radio and all your different sources you can access from, Sirius XM, all that sort of stuff. Just going to activate the cameras here. So you see, as I put it in drive, that's the front camera. You can see all the different camera angles that you can access here if you want to by touching the buttons. And then you've also got this one here that kind of gives you a stitched view of a 360-degree camera angle on it. So that's pretty handy. Just going to put it in reverse so you can kind of see how it looks like there when you're backing up. So same kind of idea. It allows you the real flexibility to see what you're doing when you're off-roading. Heated steering wheel, automatic climate control. You just press the button where you want the temperature to be. Just dial it and away it goes. Heated seats. It also has cooled seats. If you want to use those as well, you can. And then, of course, all your buttons down here if you're just changing your heat modes and that sort of stuff. Wireless charging pad. You just set your cell phone on here. It's going to automatically charge it for you. And when you're driving, I got a couple of ports here for plugging your cell phone in if you want to charge it that way. This is probably the better way to charge it if you need a fast charge. If you lay them on here, these tend to be quite a bit slower. Put her back in park. Cool little TRD logo there. I like that. Your emergency brake is now here, so you just do that. To take it off, like you got to put your foot on the main brake and then press that to take it off, and then you just pull it up to actually engage the e-brake. We've got your drive modes, so you can kind of play with those if you like. And this is just going to give you your sport mode, your normal mode. Actually, you can kind of show it here. As I flick that dial, you can kind of see how it's changing them on the dash. So you can kind of see your different modes that they go in. I'm assuming that's going to be similar to our system, which just changes your software parameters, like when the vehicle shifts and all that kind of stuff. Once again, some more buttons here you can press to access your camera view. So it kind of gives you like a 360 view of it. You can lock your rear differential if you want, and you can also disconnect your front stabilizer bar. So you're going to want to use this probably like never, but if you did decide to use it, you're going to be like doing some serious off-roading where you've got like rock crawling or something like that. That's when that kind of comes in handy because it keeps your contact patch in on the main asphalt. A couple cup holders. Little storage area in here. This is going to flip up. You can see got your nice little bin in there to kind of throw some odds and ends. Overhead, we've got a little place for your sunglasses to fold down. Then you've got access to your power sunroof buttons, and then your power sliding rear window as well. You can open and close it right from there. All right. So for all you Toyota sales guys that just watched this, I apologize for butchering your product. My knowledge isn't all that stellar. But if you're interested in getting yourself a Toyota truck, give us a call. Come on down, take this one for a spin. It's a pretty nice vehicle. We hope to see you soon.